Today we're going to install the N-Fab Epyx hoop step on this Jeep JK. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with the driver's side. These are side specific. The front step pad is going to be a ways back from the end of the bar, but the rear step pad is right up on the end of the bar. So I'm going to go ahead and take this bar and turn it over. What we're going to see is 3 mounting locations for our brackets. Now our brackets in the front 2 mounting locations are all exactly the same. They don't matter if it's driver's side or passenger side, and none of those brackets have any markings on them. Your brackets that have a marking on them, this has a D, that is for the driver's side, and it's going to be your rear mounting location. So I've got this already lined up. I'm going to take 2 of my carriage bolts. I'm going to run them through the back side and allow that square head to be captured inside my mounting bracket here. All right, now we're going to take our bracket and slide it over top of those 2 bolts. And we've got 2 serrated flange nuts that are going to install onto those bolts. We're going to put those on finger tight for right now. All right, now these are finger tight. I can still wiggle this bracket around a little bit, but it's not real sloppy. We're going to do the other 2 brackets the exact same way. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and lift our board up to our rocker panel and pinch weld. This large slotted hole, we're going to go ahead and line that up first. We've got that 8mm bolt. It's going to go up in there, and we're going to get that in there just finger tight for right now. All right, so now we've got that in finger tight. We're also going to make sure that this portion of the bracket is to the outside of the pinch weld. We're going to make sure we do the same thing to all 3 of our brackets. All right, next on each one of the brackets where the pinch weld meets up, there are 2 locations where we're going to have to install our pinch weld hardware. So we've got a small black bolt that goes through the bracket. Go ahead and lift up that bracket to where it lines up to the hole in the pinch weld. Then go ahead and take one of our small washers, a black lock washer, and a provided nut, and put that on there, again, just finger tight for right now. We're going to do that on all of our pinch weld locations. Now we've got all our pinch weld hardware in place on all 3 of our brackets. We're going to go ahead and lift the board up in place, and we're going to tighten down these pinch weld hardware with a 10mm ratcheting wrench or socket. Next on all of our brackets, we're going to go ahead and use a 13mm and tighten down all the bolts going to the rocker panel. All right, and lastly, on every bracket, again, make sure you got pressure pushing up so the board doesn't slip down, but we're going to go ahead and tighten down the brackets to the boards. We're going to use a 9/16. And make sure you do that to all 3 brackets. Well, the passenger side installs the exact same way as the driver's side, and that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts or visit us online.